Welcome to Science by PK. Here's another crazy question. What if everyone could read minds? No more secrets, no more guessing what somebody really meant, no more lying with a straight face. The moment someone thinks it, you hear it. Everyone's thoughts loud and clear all the time. Sounds like a superpower at first, but once you think it through, mind reading would turn into a society upside down. The first thing that would disappear is privacy. There'd be no such thing as a private thought. Every little opinion, every bad mood, every nervous idea in your head would be exposed the second it forms. Walking in through a crowd would feel like standing in a room with hundreds of radios on, all blasting random thoughts. People couldn't hide their real feelings, even if they wanted to. It wouldn't matter how polite someone acted. If they thought something rude or mean, you would hear it instantly. Social life will get messy really fast. Friendships might fall apart over thoughts people never meant to say out loud. Relationships would be on thin ice because every tiny doubt, fear, or complaint your partner has would be completely exposed. Dating will get awkward fast. No pretending to be chill, no fake laughs. You know exactly what the other person thinks of you in real time. And it might not always be nice. But honestly, would you become the new normal? People wouldn't be able to lie anymore, not to others, not to themselves. That could actually make things better in some ways. Arguments would end faster, misunderstandings would drop, people would be forced to be real, whether they like it or not. Maybe that would just lead to deeper or more meaningful connections, or maybe it would just push everything further apart. Jobs would change too. In some fields, mind reading could be useful. Therapists would know exactly what's bothering you. Cops could tell if someone's lying. Interviews would be weird. You know what your boss really thinks about you, about your resume before you say a word. Salespeople wouldn't have to convince anymore. They would just read your thoughts and go straight to the deal. But on the flip side, you'd never be able to fake confidence or pretend that you know what you're doing. Every doubt would be fully displayed. Politics would be chaos. Every politician's real thoughts about the people, the system, or even their opponents would be broadcasted the moment they stepped on the stage. No more pretending to care. No more scripted answers. Leaders would either be brutally honest or completely silent. And in courtrooms, forget about long trials. A single thought could make a break or a case. Education would change too. Teachers could instantly know who's confused. Students couldn't pretend they did the reading, but creativity might take a hit. If everyone knew what everyone else was thinking, it would be hard to come up with fresh ideas. Thoughts wouldn't feel personal anymore. They'd just be more public. Eventually, people might learn how to control their thoughts more carefully. Maybe schools would start teaching mental discipline, and maybe new texts would help filter what gets shared. Maybe we'd develop ways to block mind reading altogether, or maybe people would stop thinking so much and start living in silence just to survive. Yeah, mind reading sounds cool until you realize that thoughts are messy. They're not always kind, they're not always honest, and sometimes we think things we don't mean. Just for a second, if everyone heard those thoughts, the world would be wide open, kind of terrifying. But thanks for watching Science by PK, and I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and bye.